It's an iconic name here in Rocket League, something that Jack, Jorius, and Scrub have to find a way to live up to. At the same time, they have to push that out of their heads and just focus on the game at hand. Anything less than elite competition is going to be a disappointment for Dig, and they're going to be disappointed in their defense here. Cassio scores early.
Yeah, it's difficult there. It came out in the midfield. How would you rate that goal, Stacks?
Decent. First minute gone by. It is all SMPR Esports. In the early stages, Scrub Killer managed to get this on target, but still Chaussette manages to catch up. Just not enough pace behind that surprise shot. Now apparently Jack throwing one across, just trying to buy time for Jorius to get back into the play, which he does, and a lot of boost in the tank, but he does not have Scrub Killer as an option. He's demolished. And again, back to the drawing board, and Archie will score on the other side.
That's 2 early goals. So clinical was Archie there in the midfield. Apparently, Jack takes the challenge, but he just isn't quick enough. Scrub so close to getting back, but unfortunately, at this level, them fine margins are exactly what matters. And Dig have found themselves on the receiving end of that twice in a row.
We saw something just now over on the right-hand side that we did not see nearly enough of yesterday. Cassio smiling. He is not smiling this time as Scrub Killer gets, I believe, his first goal in this tournament.
I mean, credit, it's a nice one as well. We saw Cassio coming towards him. The team questions that will be answered over the coming games. It's great to see them in form, and I can understand why they made a change, right? I want to defend Dignitas. The fact that they came 5th overall in Europe in the winter split, and they came 15th down in spring. Maybe defense like that is how it happened. Archie, he is going to restore that 2-goal lead.
And Archie not playing around anymore, you know.
He's still in character,
it's
still
his best Justin impression.
Suited up. You know, he was in a tuxedo when he was playing in that Aston Martin, and he doesn't want us to see whether or not that's the case. Scrub, a huge touch on defense there. That's whipped down in front of the goal. Under no time at all, he had to get back, and oh my goodness. Sorry, I need to stop. Cassio's just broken the sound barrier.
Yeah, Cassio is not messing around either. This SMPR team, yeah, you may see some smiles as the series goes on. SMPR with so much control, so much possession, and the longer they keep this ball away from the blue cars, the tougher that task becomes. Erasing a 3-goal deficit. That is an absolutely filthy move by Archie. He's got a hat trick in game 1, and SMPR have run away with the opener.
Oh my goodness, he sees the challenge coming. He doesn't even need this goal, but so many deafening speeches and rallying speeches you can give a team before they go deaf, but there's no real person to do that on this Dignitas side, right? You could say they've lost Violent Panda, natural captain figure. You could say they've lost Verge, their coach. What do they have? Well, they've got Scrub Killer.
They got Jesse.
Very capable player, but Chaussette is the new transfer on the other side of things, and let me give you an exhibit of what he can do.
Pretty good.
Not bad.
They do have a goal apiece. There's also, you know, the 3 assists from Chaussette, the playmaker in game 1. Cassio's not going to catch up to this. It's awkward. Apparently Jack adds the 2nd goal for Dig in the series.
Big goal for Dig. There is a heartbeat here. He slams it. Direct line to the backboard, and Cassio, with a slight whiff that he'd be a little disappointed with himself in, has just opened that door ajar. Jack, he's walked up there and tried to kick the whole thing down, but still so far to go in this game too. One
of the more analytical minds on the European side as well. Apparently Jack, he's got a lot of deep thoughts about a lot of subjects, but what does he think of this? Chaussette just barreling through after a great setup out of Archie.
I mean, Archie's just gone direct down the field there past 2 players seemingly effortlessly, and Joryu.
They understand the time they have left.
Yeah, really mature play from players that are going to have to support each other here as things stand. An important first minute to weather this storm and make sure SMPR don't continue the onslaught, which is that might be exactly what they are about to do.
Everybody has now scored in this series. Jorius with his first goal, and it comes very early on. They are 0-6 in this tournament. Granted, the first 4 against Team Vitality. They'll do that to a lot of teams that aren't Carmine Corp. This is sent up to the backboard by Jorius. Jack is there and met by 2 defenders. Casio and Archie slam the door shut. Now Jack again gets by the defense, and he's got his second.
And you talk about two defenders, it was a triple commit. The Semper bus is coming, and everybody's jumping, but none of them could make the block that they needed. Appjack recycling the possession, popping it in the back of the open net, and Dignitas, hey, you're finally awake.
You really went there. All right.
Again.
Well, you know what? After Casey and the Sunshine Band, I have no leg to stand on here. Casio's shot almost found its way through. Jossette's there for the follow-up. It looked like Dig was just going to narrowly escape danger, and then this shot goes through.
Oh, that touch from Appjack. He's pre-jumping across the...
And the only player from Semper to score since then is Jossette. He's got 3 to go with 3 assists. That's a great center ball to Casio, but apparently Jack wins that. Falling away into the net, and it's 3-1.
And it's a hat-trick as well, potentially, unless I'm counting wrong. No, it won't, because Yoryu's got the first, and that's huge. This is a 2-goal lead as well. They've restored it.
And it is sent away by apparently Jack only as far as Casio. Just over a minute to go in a huge 4th game for momentum on both sides. What a pass to Jorius! And it's 1-0 Dig.
Incredible from Scrub. The weighting and connection he gets on this ball. It's Appjack to Scrub. Directly the through ball to Joriel's. 2 goalkeepers could not keep that one out. And Dignitas have another lead heading for the final minute.
And a smile on the face of Scrub finally for Dignitas. A lead and a chance to tie this series up through 4 games. Got to hold on for another minute. This might help, but Casio got there.
So tense. Dignitas are looking for a second. As fact, Scrub is gonna get it here. It's 2 in quick succession. This time it's Scrub. He was first the deliverer. Now he's the finisher. And Semper, is this the collapse? No contact. Just feels like they're at the drawing board. They've got the chalk in their hand, and they don't quite know what they want to produce.
What a save by Jorius, just strafing across. Tried to turn it into offense on the other side. Now Archie. Again, lobbing at the net, hope something good happens, and it does. Archie gets the first goal for Semper in a long time.
It's crazy, the double touch cross field as well. Apparently, Jack realizes the danger, but just a little bit too late. The signs were there, and Jorius was there even sooner. Huge double touch here, and it's early on as well. Not quite first 60 seconds, but Dignitas, suddenly the ghost of previous games, come back with a huge, quick response, this time from Jorius, and the teams are taking chunks out of each other.
Back and forth, the teams continue to battle. This is what we've been looking for. I mean, we've had a lot of games that have just felt one-sided. Even the game that Semper won in Game 2, where it was 2-1, that felt like it was mostly Semper in charge. Now the teams continue to battle back and forth. This is what we expected out of this series, with 2 teams trying to stay alive. Apparently Jack answers yet again, and it really is a prize fight in Game 5.
The difficulty with that hot ball fizzing out towards him. Jorius opens up his car.
Jossette, he's gonna meet him, but it's apparently Jack. Stopped by Archie. Chance now over Jorius, and it goes off the crossbar. It's a long grind here in the lower bracket of the WePlay Invitational.
It's quite the novel that Dignitas have in Rocket League. Semper, new faces, certainly old faces with the players though. They know their way about, but they need to know their way to make their comeback of their own if they're gonna whiff balls on the defense like that. Apparently Jack is gonna be there once again to collect his shopping. No problem, I'll take the lead once again.
Very selfish player, doesn't have a single assist. Like, you know, when you play with your friends, whether you're in, you know, ranked or a tournament, that's what it's got to sound like. It can't be a lot of, all right, I got it. Oh, I thought you were going to center. Here's apparently Jack, and he missed one high. Follow-up is blocked by Jossette. Everything right to the point for Dignitas, except that ball did not find the net. Remember that if Semper is able to come back and tie this game and maybe ultimately take the series.
It was that crossbar. He was expecting it to bounce down and positioned his car appropriately, but it ended up being a misread. And that lead, you can see how and hear how focused they were. A focus impeccable in the comms, because they know how important this lead is, but they also know how fragile it is too. Unless apparently Jack can make amends, beat out the defense, pop it over them, and he's got a 6th.
I mean, he had a gimme for a double tap a moment ago.
Can try?
Yeah, nice.
I can
shoot him. Yeah.
I have no boost.
Yes.
There's a big difference in the comms there. I think we caught a SMPR team that already kind of felt defeat rolling in